Here's one more item for you, the last in our civics book, rights. Everyone in this country is always running around yammering about their rights. I have a right. You have no right. We have a right. They don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights. They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman, the three little pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, and things like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, here we go again. The God excused the last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't describe must come from God. Personally, I believe that if your rights came from God, He would have given you the right to some food every day and a roof over your head. God would have been looking out for you. He wouldn't have been worried about making sure you have a gun so you can get drunk on Sunday night and kill your girlfriend's parents. But let's say it's true. Let's say God gave us these rights. Why would He give us a certain number of rights? The Bill of Rights in this country has 10 stipulations, 10 rights. Apparently God was doing sloppy work that week because we've had to amend the Bill of Rights an additional 17 times. God forgot a couple of things like slavery. It just slipped His mind. But let's say God gave us the original 10. He gave the British 13. The British Bill of Rights has 13 stipulations. The Germans have 29. The Belgians have 25. The Swedish have only 6. Some people in the world have no rights at all. What kind of God-given deal is that? Why would God give different people in different countries different numbers of different rights? Do we find out after all this time that God is weak in math? It doesn't sound like divine planning to me. It sounds more like human planning. It sounds like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at a computer, get on the internet and go to Wikipedia. In the search field, type Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious rights. In 1942, 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had was the right to march into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. Rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country, a bill of temporary privileges. If you read the news, even badly, you know that every year the lists get shorter and shorter. Sooner or later, The people in this country are going to realize the government does not care about them. Government doesn't care about you, your children, your rights, your welfare, or your safety. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing keeping and expanding it wherever possible. Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. Either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, that I have the right to do anything I please. But if I do something you don't like, then you have the right to kill me. Where are you gonna find a fairer deal than that? So the next time someone says to you, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is that you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fellow and walk away.